What an opening.
Oh my goodness. So yes, you look at the title, and yeah, I decided to come back after like actually over a month now with a glorious something to behold that we will all treasure. Does the Lord of the Rings trilogy suck? Now, that might just sound like clickbait, as I did see Chef Silla claim in the chat. No, this is not a discussion between the three of us about whether, because we all agree on that, so it would be like the lamest discussion. It would just be like fanboying and fangirling for like, I don't know, however long until we get tired of it. So we're watching a video today that is claiming that the Lord of the Rings trilogy sucks.
What the hell are you talking about, Cletus?
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes. Oh yes. It is. It. I haven't watched it. I glanced over the comments of the video. I
can see some people saying that about the Hobbit movies, but I can't see it. No.
Yeah.
It's. I did watch the video in its entirety before I sent it to Eris, and it's pretty special. It's wow.
10 minutes. 9 minutes actually.
I haven't seen this thing. I haven't seen this thing yet.
I just saw the comments because I was curious. So yes. Okay. It is. I'm so excited.
A special kind of crazy, or is it a special kind of stupid, or
yes.
I'm just gonna have to see it? Yes, all the above.
Well, see, you say that, but there's somebody here, and I don't think it's. Did you get the impression that it was a troll?
No, I did not.
Very serious. And the description of the video, which give me just a moment, I will read you the description of the video, because that kind of really like the title itself is glorious. The description makes it better. I can't believe I haven't gotten to this. Maybe that's because I'm so used to ranting about the trilogy when they were still relevant. That's it. That's the description of the video.
Well, we do have someone over in Valhalla that does not like the Lord of the Rings. And it's not Sammy. Don't be thinking I'm talking about Sammy. I'm not even talking about Sammy. She hadn't seen him, so she doesn't know. Our very own Mexican Iron Man does not like Lord of the Rings.
Well, he's free to be wrong.
Yeah.
No, there's a difference between I don't like it and it objectively sucks. Like there is a difference between subjectively not liking it and claiming objectively that they suck. Mm-hmm. There is a difference between that.
It's true. He got thrown out of a movie theater. Mexican Iron Man got thrown out of a movie theater for being like, "What the hell am I watching?" And yeah.
Well, did Lori Roberts contact anyone about that?
I'm sure she did.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's a serious video. It's ratioed to hell, obviously.
I wonder why.
Like we got 172 upvotes and 824 downvotes. See, that's one of those times where it's like, I usually don't really give a shit if you want to give a like or a dislike on my videos. You should really tell you something when your downvotes are 8 times the amount of upvotes that you have. Sorry.
Well, didn't that happen to Brie Larson too? Nothing ever happened.
Oh no! In fact, nothing ever happened so much that we keep forgetting about her. She's like so irrelevant at this point. She had, I think, over 1 million subs, and now it's dropped. It's plummeted because I think she just thought she could exist on YouTube and just rake in the views and the subscribers, and that's just not what happens on YouTube.
You gotta work.
So
I know she's got a whole team of people that work for her that do everything on YouTube for her, but you actually have to work to get somewhere on YouTube. And if you are letting someone else do that, there's really no point to be on YouTube. And I think once people realize, well, she's got a crew doing all of this and the whole like, oh my God, how did you get on here? Yeah, no one's that fucking stupid. Smack the stupid out of you. No one just appears on your channel like they just invited themselves. So yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. No.
I forgot. Oh God, it's been so long. I forgot. If you talk about Bree in front of him, he becomes Bree. Oh, it's like a trigger for his multiple personalities. No.
You wouldn't like me when I'm Bree. Don't make me Bree, Loki. You wouldn't like me when I'm Bree.
Oh my goodness.
So like, hi.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, no. Oh God. Yeah, exactly. Bree who. Yep, that's yep. Precisely, man. Bree who indeed. I watched the EFAT many of Unicorn Store recently, and oh God, I forgot how awful that thing was.
Unicorn what?
Unicorn Store. It was her
movie.
Her movie. Where
she had a movie
she
called
directed
Unicorns.
Yeah,
Yes.
I believe she was the co-writer.
No wonder I've never heard of it.
Directorial debut, and it was fucking spotlit on Netflix. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix.
I don't feel the need to. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd rather rip out my cybernetic monocle.
Yeah, that I wouldn't suggest it. Just the only bearable, like it's just bearable because I had the EFAP crew making fun of it.
A stinky cheese. I'll just take the stinky cheese.
It was really bad. It was just like no one edited this, did they? Like no one sat down with her and was like, okay, sweetheart. You need to all of this needs to be redone. Like I get that you're
basic
just
story comprehension.
It was bad. It was really bad. And actually subtly racist, funnily enough. Who would have thought that a Hollywood starlet would have been subtly racist? I don't know.
Istob and Yahtzees pointing a finger at others, calling them Istphobes and Yahtzees. Yeah, I can see that.
No, that never happens, especially on the internet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
And a half of
Maggot is in the movie.
And a half of the story being hobbits lost in the woods. It also lacked that. So
yes.
I mean,
half of the fellowship is hobbits lost in the woods, or
yes,
camping in the woods, or cooking in the woods.
Yep.
So
it takes almost half the book before they actually leave the Shire.
We're talking about the whole trilogy. We're not even talking about like just the first one. We're talking about the whole trilogy. Apparently, I thought he was just talking about the first one until I saw the description. So, like, okay, put it this way: how long are the extended editions? About how
12 hours?
12 hours?
In total, they're over 12 hours because you've got 4 hours for the first movie, about 4.5 hours, and close to 5 hours on Return of the King.
So, in 12 hours of content, and this guy is going to tell us in 9 minutes why all of that content is awful.
No.
I am excited. I am looking forward to this. Are all of you in the watch together? I think you are. Yes, I have three. I have 3 ghost people. In where I can see y'all. Okay, I'm gonna click off of his video. This I'm professional. La la la.
Yeah, they are naked a few times in the books.
Yep.
Well, just like in Harry Potter, I didn't need to see Daniel Radcliffe naked in the 7th one when he was at the train station after Voldemort had basically killed his own soul out of him. I didn't need to see him nude because he's supposed to be nude in that. I know there were fangirls out there that wanted that. I personally didn't need that.
I did.
Yeah, I did not.
What?
In the books.
Did I just phase that out? I read the books, so yeah,
okay.
I got it.
Well,
but I guess I just phased that out. I guess I purposefully forgot about that. I don't know.
Well, I only reason I remembered it because I was actually worried they were going to follow through with it. I was like, no, don't do it. No, Warner Bros. No. I don't need this. I don't need it.
How's it going, Chris? Every time he calls me Boss Loki, I can't think of the Boss Gungan from Phantom Menace. Misa da puta! Oh, Jaja.
Fair enough.
Use a bomb pad.
Oh my goodness! Of course, you wanted a naked Daniel Radcliffe. You have been exposed, Fox. I don't know. I was gonna say that's an ism, but I don't know which ism that is. So I'm gonna say all the isms.
Yes, it's all the isms.
I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be naked. Like, I'm pretty sure. I didn't imagine that. I did in college spend a lot of time on Tumblr. It might have destroyed my brain partially. So.
Or all the slash sites you went to.
Oh, I was never into the slash shit. But everyone else apparently was on Tumblr. Good God. Never turn the safe search feature off, even if it's by accident. Just don't do it. Always double check. I have seen things that you cannot unsee. I have seen things that people sat down and drew for hours and then colored in for more hours. And they didn't even get paid for it. I don't think they just did it. It's just like, no. Tumblr, just, I don't miss it. I know it's still alive, technically, but I don't miss it. So, anyway, going away from how awkward I'm clearly making this, and we're just gonna jump right into it. How do I do this? Share screen. I remember. I know what I'm doing. Vaguely.
You sure?
No.
Solid.
No, I don't. No. Give me a break. It's been over a month. I will use that every time I fuck up during this room. It's been over a month. It's not like very simple that I could very easily just.
When you're doing a show like 6 months from now, you're like, it was over a month since I did a stream back in January.
Yeah, I didn't stream at all in December, so that's like the excuse for how I'm not able to talk like a regular person at the moment. Anyway, moving on. Oh my God! And hello everyone in the chat. I see that I have lost a couple of people since I started talking about Tumblr, so we're definitely going to move on.
Yeah, why does Lord of the Rings suck?
Isn't it great? Isn't that title by itself wonderful? And then there's like a bullet for some reason. You're just like, oh.
Going through the trailer, living room of their trailer. Yeah.
And it's so realistic looking.
You have to remember, guys, this was back in 2012.
That's true.
This video was made back in 2012. Although, just because it's been 8 years does not mean I'm going to have any less mercy on it. So, neither should any of us. Because, like, in that 8 years, he could have taken it down. He did not. So, he could have retracted it. He could have, like, and like, no, it's like, I just hope he's not one of these people. Because I used to be somewhat like this. So, I will definitely be a little bit more harsh on it because I hated it. Like counterculture to the mainstream, like you hate everything mainstream, just like with a blanket of hate. It doesn't matter if it's actually good or you like it. You hate it because you're rebelling against everything, right? I used to be like that in high school, and people like this, I just have a feeling they kind of lean more towards that, kind of how Alan Moore is. A bit. It's just like I can't stand it. It just reminds me of high school eras. It's like, no, don't be high school eras. That not a good look. Don't do that. Feel free at any point, you two, to save me from more awkward commentary about absolutely nothing.
No, I want you to embarrass yourself.
Yeah. We need you to embarrass yourself.
I can't stop talking.
This guy's about to embarrass himself if you ever get to it.
Okay. Yes, I'm go. Any of y'all can hit play. You know that, right?
I had no idea. I thought I was watching. I didn't know I was participating.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You suck. You just sat there in silence. It's like, we're just gonna let her continue talking.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's your channel, shit. You knew what you wanted.
So mean. Oh my god. Okay. All right. I'm clicking. All right, everybody. Are we ready? We're never gonna be ready for this.
All right.
Do this.
Legendary badass.
Oh god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. What in the hell was that?
Oh.
I want to skip down to the mini mart. I want to go get my hair permed. I want to make a sucky video. I want to be a YouTube star. Ain't gonna happen.
Did he just call himself a legendary badass?
I want to be a legendary badass.
I believe so. Yeah.
I gotta.
By Mixel Pidlet.
I gotta hear that again. Hold on.
Wow.
I legendary badass.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
Ooh.
Alrighty then.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
That was 3 seconds in. Okay, guys. I'm cringing so hard. I think I'm already like sitting down, but I think I might like go through the ground at this point. I'm gonna cringe so hard. Ugh.
It's not shy, telling you how it is. Von Fry will die.
I'm tasting bile.
Wow.
Like,
Oh my god.
Wow.
I've never seen an intro so bad. I gotta say, this is a first for me. I've never seen an intro that actually.
Even for 2012, that is embarrassing.
I know cringe humor was a part of the internet at some point, but like, that's beyond cringe humor. Oh, that like physically affected me. I wasn't expecting that.
And white text on a largely white background. That's great.
Oh no. Oh no.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Just
put like a black border around the letters, so
Yeah,
that way they'll still show up in the white.
I love the way you think, because I do that. I do that with every thumbnail I do. I'll do like a red or green, and then I do a black outline of the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I had to do. Do a black outline.
Yeah, I had to do that for some of the text I did in the Christmas video.
Seriously, I've seen cringy intros. I remember the time of the Minecraft dab, like fucking house music intro with like a bottle, like a bottle flip. Like I remember cringe, like super cringe, and that they still didn't have the effect on me that like this has. And I think this one frame actually sums up the whole video. I haven't seen it, but I just have a feeling that everything I'm seeing on the screen right at this moment just sums it up.
Well, we've already analyzed the shit out of just his intro. By all means, let's get to the
let's get to the arguments.
Okay.
It's one thing to say that The Lord of the Rings is overrated. It's a whole nother thing to say it completely sucks dick, which is what I'm trying to tell you folks.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
We're doing this.
That was very subjective. That was not like that was just his personal opinion. There was no like just actual facts in it.
I was going down the pike from Jersey, and I saw a sign that said Lord of the Rings, and I immediately fucking hated it. I hated the whole thing. The books, the movies, fucking everything. Just because I was driving down the pike to Jersey and I saw the sign on the side of the road. Okay.
Okay. All right. And we have an artistic choice of black and white.
Because he's a deep thinker.
Deep thinker.
Yes.
Deep thinker equals black and white video, and it's very poorly. It's not even. There's no like true black in there. It's like too light to be a black and white. I can't even call it black and white. There's no black.
I went for a jog. This morning, and I decided I fucking hate Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. Watch out, we got that. Oh my goodness.
I love his plastic sippy cup too.
Yeah.
Is that a rib crib cup?
This is grayscale. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yes. This is a filter he threw on top of it to make it look better. It already makes me not want to take it as seriously than I already was, but you know. Okay, all right, guys.
I feel the need to finally air my grievances because of the time of Festivus around us, and of course
Festivus, the fire god, Festivus.
Yes.
Festivus.
Yes. Indeed.
The Festivus. You mean festivities? You fucking moron. Even I'm from Jersey and I can talk better than yous. Festivities, not Festivus. Festivus. It makes you sound like you're saying Hephaestus, the devil. By all means, continue.
Oh wait, no. It's a Christmas video, guys. That's what we're missing.
I know.
He's in the Christmas spirit.
I saw the Christmas tree. That doesn't make it like less cringe.
I know.
The forge of Hephaestus.
And I wish he was holding like a beer bottle, because like this plastic cup that he's holding is like peak college dorm. Like that's like
he can't afford a glass.
You know, like
Rib Crib 92. It's a classic.
It's not even. It's not like a plain like glass that you can just pick up at Walmart. No, he got this for free at some event. Like like you. Oh, Zack Snyder looks young in this video.
They closed
first snort of the new year.
They closed the rib crib, yeah. I was so disappointed I made I Hate the Lord of the Rings video.
Oh, possibly.
From Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of them. He's one of them.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, which, if I'm not mistaken, is what, one book turned into 3 movies that are 3 hours plus a piece?
Okay, hold on here. Wait 1 fucking minute. You said Lord of the Rings, you dumb fuck. You said Lord of the Rings. Go back to Jersey and keep rolling your eyes, you fuck. You're not talking about The Hobbit. It's Lord of the Rings. Okay, no matter what a problem I have with the fucking Hobbit movies, that doesn't carry over to Lord of the Rings.
All right,
he decided to just make this video because he got tickets for the Mets game. Gotta hurry it up.
I want to make sure. Hold on, I want to make sure I heard what I heard.
Plus a piece.
Why?
Piece.
Why?
Plus a piece.
There you go.
All right, so first of all, I want to start talking about the dynamics of
the shit! I went backwards. I wanted to go backwards.
Movies that are 3 hours plus a piece.
No. I wanted to go backwards.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, is what, one book turned into time of Festivus around us, and of course, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, which, if I'm not mistaken, is what, one book turned into 3 movies that are 3 hours plus a piece.
All right, so The Hobbit just came out. Okay, so The Hobbit just came out for him because, like, The Hobbit was released in 2012.
This is 2012.
Yeah, that's right. So he just. So this is what. Okay, so we have.
Why bring up The Hobbit? Why bring up the Hobbit though? Seriously, why fucking bring up the Hobbit?
Oh no, you're right. But I'm just saying, like, okay, we found our catalyst, right?
Yeah, I think the Hobbit movies were just starting to come out, so it reignited his hate of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so okay, hold on a second.
That's what I'm thinking.
So the Hobbit came out. The Hobbit came out.
Triggered.
He got triggered.
He got 2012 triggered, yes.
So okay, the Hobbit came out on the 14th of December in 2012. This video came out on the 17th of December 2012. So we have our catalyst. He saw the Hobbit and he got fucking triggered. Which, by the way, if you hate the Lord of the Rings, why would you go watch the prequel? If I don't like something, I'm not gonna go watch another thing under that property. I'm assuming he watched it and he's not just blindly hating on it, but that's just me. I might be expecting too much from Mr. Badass.
The hatred I had for those movies at the end of Desolation of Smog, and I hadn't even seen the third movie yet, was completely genuine. I mean, when I got up in the middle of the theater and I started screaming and cursing and saying, fuck you, you fuckers, for ending the second movie the way they did. I mean, that was genuine hatred. This guy is not in the genuine hatred mode. He looks like he just wants to about something.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw the movies at the end of the second one, the people behind me just went, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
That's exactly what I did.
Yep.
Oh, misty high on the mountains below, and I was like, "Fuck you!"
But that was good. I liked that song.
There's nothing wrong with the song. There was, my God, what have we done? And it went to black, and I was like, "What?" And then the music started, and I was like, "No, fuck you, fuck you for ending it like that." No, we have the Battle of Lake Town. You kill Smog, and then you go to the third movie. No.
Yep.
Yeah, that felt like, okay, so the Battle of Lake Town at the beginning of 3 felt like how Loki totally spoiler alert. Loki dies in Infinity War. It's like, okay, so like the beginning of this movie needed to be at the end of that other movie because I don't give a shit about what's happening at the moment because you lost the momentum of my emotional journey during this movie. Like that, all the emotion and you got me like latched on to this thing, right? That's happening. And then you waited a year and then you expect me to keep all of that emotion and then you just cold turkey me back into it. And I'm just like, oh yeah, people are getting burned alive and shit's gotten real. And oh my goodness, like I'm rooting for the dragon instead of rooting against him because like, I don't care about any of this. You completely ripped me out of my, like, the emotional state that I was in.
And Captain Spire,
yes,
Speaker, I love you guys, dude. I really do. I fucking love you guys.
I know it's checkmate. What is it? Checkmate atheist. That's a meme phrase. It's like, oh yeah, I've done this super intellectual thing. Yeah, checkmate. My God. I enjoyed them, and then I realized how big the book was, and that pissed me off.
I love the music in those movies. I love the cast. I hate the way they broke those movies up and dragged that shit out to make it another trilogy. That's what I hate.
It should have just been 2 films. I would have been fine if it was 2 films.
Yeah, the Battle of 5 Armies.
It was supposed to be
a page and a half.
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be 2 movies.
It was the studio.
Yeah, it was the studio that demanded it be another trilogy. Yes, they demanded it be another trilogy. It was supposed to be 2 movies.
The studio's never interfered before. That's blasphemy. I've never heard of studio interference before. That's
I don't know what you've been smoking, but
not any of that good Hobbit shit, apparently. Anyway.
Right now, I'm smoking
I need some pipe weed with this guy.
Pink lemonade, sparkling pink lemonade from Twist Flavors. Yes.
Let's see.
A wonderful amount of CBD infused in it.
But without the Hobbit movies, you wouldn't have had a dragon.
A dragon skull. It's not the movies that I don't like. It's the fact that they made it a trilogy instead of just 2 movies. They put too much bullshit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're fine, Jeff. Totally get it. It's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. All right. Okay.
Continue by all means.
Yes.
We're talking about the dynamics of the ring. Let me see if I got this straight.
Oh, this should be good.
Sauron had the ring. And
whoa. Rewind. Tauron. Did he say Tauron or Sauron?
I think Sauron.
Sauron had the ring.
Okay.
And yeah, if I get any names wrong, it's because I've seen each of these movies once and don't give a shit.
Hey, I haven't seen these movies very often. I'm probably the least knowledgeable of the Lord of the Rings here. All right. I haven't read the books and I've seen the movies kind of just in general. I'm a casual fan. We got like our levels here. So I'm the casual. Josh is more intermediate. And then we have Loki, who is the expert of the group. If
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, if this guy doesn't know what he's fucking talking about, then get the fuck off the stage.
Yeah, Seriously. He can't. If you're
he needs to read.
He needs to do research. He needs to do his research before he makes claims like this, right?
He just invalidated his argument. Is what he did. Just invalidated his entire argument. But I've seen these movies one fucking time. So pardon me if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, like, that's not an excuse on any level. Also, might I just remind everyone, we're doing a live stream. He's doing a recorded video, which at any point he can do another take with the correct name. So he could not give a shit less about what he's talking about. This is emotion based already. You can tell. I don't know if like
clicks. He wants clicks. This is clicks. He knows there's a passionate fan base of fucking nerds and geeks out there that love this shit, and he's about to piss them all off. This is all click. This is clickbait. This is click me. I fucking hate what you love, and I've only seen it once, and I'm gonna talk shit. This is all about getting clicks.
So it's
that's probably true.
I wouldn't say it's not, but that doesn't. He put it up on the internet for all of us to witness. It's been up there for 8 years. Okay, thing, come on. There we go. Okay, sorry, OCD is at a maximum apparently. It doesn't change the fact that he decided, hey, this is what I'm going to talk about today. I could talk about anything else on the planet. I don't remember what was going on in 2012, but it's The Hobbit's out, and I want to talk about how bad The Lord of the Ring is because that is the controversial topic to bring out at this point. I'll take it a step further. I don't even know if he got triggered by The Hobbit. I think he waited because he claims, well, they weren't relevant. The Lord of the Rings wasn't relevant. Well, now it is because of The Hobbit had just come out. So, also, he kind of failed because he only got like 11,000 views on this.
How many subs does he have?
3,000.
So more.
Yeah, but that's not enough in my opinion.
8 years, though. In 8 years.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, 8 years. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, all right. Come on. Let me do this.
He looks like he's about to take one of them now.
Damn it. All right, I screwed this up.
Sorry. First of all, I want to start talking about the dynamics of the ring.
All right. First point.
Let me see if I got this straight.
All right.
You don't.
Sauron had the ring, and yeah, if I get any names wrong, it's because I've seen each of these movies once and don't give a shit.
Then why are you talking about it?
Sorry, guys.
Why are you talking about it? Why are you talking about it if you don't give a shit?
Let me see if I got this straight.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point, right? Like, I don't care, but I care enough to make this video, right?
Sauron had the ring, and yeah, if I get any names wrong, it's because I've seen each of these movies once and don't give a shit.
All right.
To ever see them again.
You had to think about that.
Sauron, if I believe I'm correct here, has the ring that controls all the other rings.
No.
No.
Already wrong, apparently.
No, it does not control the other rings. It does not have dominion. It's the Elven rings and the rings of men, the rings of dwarves, and the Elven rings were not made by Sauron.
No, they were not.
They were made by an elven smith named Celebrimbor. And the human rings and the dwarf rings were made for elves. They were not made for humans. They were not made for dwarves. They were made for the elves. All of the rings were made to be given to the elves.
Yep.
Sauron was there when these rings were made. Now, Sauron went away to make the One Ring, and Celebrimbor in secret made 3 elven rings, the Ring of Air, the Ring of Water, and the Ring of Fire. He made those without Sauron's influence or watchful gaze, so those rings were separate and hidden from Sauron.
Right.
Sauron went off, meanwhile, and made the One Ring. He wanted this ring to rule over them all, and he infused himself and his evil and all that shit into that ring. So no, they were not meant to control the other rings. He wanted to get to the elves. Now, when he found out that Celebrimbor had made 3 rings on his own, he was very angry, declared war on the elves. They went to war, and he got all of the rings, and that is when he gave them to all the rings beside the elven rings, because those are hidden. He gave the 9 to the human kings and the 7 to the dwarf lords. That was after he got them back. But the idea was to have the rings on all these important members of elven society, so he could twist them and turn them to evil. Anyway,
right, like he did with the human lords.
Yep, that was the idea. It didn't work on the dwarves. Right? Yeah, it didn't work on the dwarves though. It just brought huge misfortune to them. They were powerful enough to not be bent to Sauron's will because of the ring. They were just like bad luck. Everything bad luck. Everything to do with those fucking rings was bad luck.
Yep.
It's
which is why like the 7 given to the dwarf lords don't really factor into the story at all.
Yeah, it's like Moria. Why did Moria fall? Because that fucking ring. Because the ring Balin had.
Yep.
All bad luck.
So yeah, it's already we're not even through its first point. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Nicole, I know my shit. I've read the Silmarillion. I understood the Silmarillion. Not a lot of people can say I read the Silmarillion and I get it. They're just like, what the fuck is this? What is he talking about here? Who the fuck's Celebrimbor? Why haven't we ever because that's all shit. It's like a giant mound of notes he turned into a book.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not quite a normie, but almost a normie, and I knew that.
Tolkien-wise, this guy isn't even a normie. I went and saw the movies once, and I'm going to get on here and act like I know what I'm talking about.
If you bring something like this, like, I don't know how many of y'all know about Southpaw and the whole thing with him, but Southpaw brought an argument to the table about how the second Raimi Spider-Man movie sucks, and it changed a lot of people's opinions on it. Because it's usually hailed as like the best one, right?
I didn't like it. I like Doc Ock. I did like Doc Ock, but I didn't like the dynamic between Peter and Mary Jane and until the end of it.
Yeah, he actually changed a lot of people's opinions on it. Something that was beloved, he claimed was bad, and then actually it brought his arguments to the table in a way that he actually it started a whole like war in the EFAP community. But it's oh god.
Pod Racing Palpatine, yes, he does.
Yeah, oh my god, he does.
Oh,
mother, hey ma, what you doing up there, ma? Come down here, ma.
Yeah, it's like this guy did not do any of that. He didn't. He's not already. We're what, a minute 15 into this 9-minute video, and he already got something wrong, which, like, I don't know what to tell you. You can't get shit like that wrong. You can't do it, my dude. You can't get something that you could easily look up on Google for 5 seconds.
And Speaker's right. Speaker's right. It is a problem with the beginning explanation in the Fellowship. That is a problem. They do not explain it. It very much is pointing you to the realization that, oh, he made all the rings. No, he didn't. And they weren't made for the humans and the dwarves. The 3 that the elves had, yes, they were specifically designed for the elves, but Sauron didn't make it. So those rings are hidden. You don't even know throughout the 3 movies that Gandalf has one of the fucking rings.
Yep.
That it's hidden. The only clue you have is when he's fighting the Balrog and he says, I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. Dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Udun. That is the only clue you have. And if you don't know what he's talking about, you don't know he has a ring. The Elven Ring of Fire that was given to him when he came to Middle Earth. You have no fucking clue. So they did not. There are things they did not explain that you just kind of have to know to get. And if you don't know it, it passes over your head and you have no idea and you can completely miss it and enjoy those movies just fine. But if you do know what he's talking about. You do know why when the Balrog brings that flaming sword down on him, it just melts over him and it's gone. Because that ring neutralized it. It was like, nope, ain't gonna happen.
Right, and there is a reason why for the longest time Lord of the Rings was considered the book series that could never be turned into a movie because there's so much lore that it's hard to adapt. And Peter Jackson did close to the most perfect job you could possibly have done. And so like they are still watchable if you have never read the books. And this guy just seems to be missing like the basic things that were in that introduction.
Yes, the 4-minute introduction in the first one is, I guess, I don't know, was he on his phone? Like, I kind of missed a lot of stuff, and then going back and kind of seeing it again, it was like, oh. And funnily enough, knowing a little bit about The Hobbit actually helped me understand the beginning of, in Fellowship, like, so much more. I was like, oh, I get, like I get it a lot more. So hey, the Hobbit movies were good for something.
And Captain Spire, that's basically it. It's not quite Gandalf's not quite an angel, but it's kind of the same.
He's Jesus. Difficult. There you go. That's what I've come to understand. He's basically Jesus in a way, kind of.
That was their way of. Okay, so Sauron was like an angel, okay, that the gods sent to Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Basically, what it comes down to is when they sent the wizards, they got another one under the line. It's like they got him under the barbed wire fence. They snuck him in. They snuck another one across the border.
Right.
That's why Gandalf cannot directly fight Sauron, because they both come from the same place. They can never directly engage each other in combat, ever.
Mm-hmm.
All Gandalf can do is manipulate people to fight the battle for him.
Yes. And by the way, I do not have a tip jar. I'm not looking to make money on this at the moment, but thank you. I appreciate it. X and Iron Man. I do. So. Okay. All right. We can do this, guys.
We're not even 2 minutes in.
We can do this.
Powerful and is very important. And with this ring, he can conquer the whole Middle Earth world or wherever we call this place. I guess. I mean, if he starts the movie out in ancient times with the ring, and he's easily defeated by humans.
No. Whoa.
Wait,
he's undefeated.
Hold on a second.
No.
He didn't even watch it. He didn't fucking watch it because this is all covered in the first 4 minutes of the first movie. No.
Did you miss the part where Sauron's swinging his mace and people are flying because of the impact? He's very, very powerful.
He's hitting home runs with human beings.
Yeah.
Okay. Flinging them to mountainsides.
Isildur got very lucky when he made that slice on his hand.
And that sword was one of the only things in Middle Earth that could do that.
Yep.
That wasn't just any fucking sword. That sword was forged by elves, dwarves, and the Númenóreans.
Yep.
The Númenóreans are almost like godlike human beings. They were taller, stronger, lived longer. They were the closest human beings could get to elves. That's what the Númenóreans were, but they weren't immortal like the elves. Okay, so you had dwarves working the furnaces, you had elves forging weapons, you had the Númenóreans forging weapons. The sword of the king, the sword that cut the ring, was like the culmination of the elves, the dwarves, and the Númenóreans, the masters of smithing. There wasn't a sword like it. There hasn't been a sword made like it since.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
the elves bring all their enchantment and everything, and just
yes.
He only said mankind. He didn't even acknowledge that there was another entirely other race that was fighting alongside you.
There was two. There was the dwarves and the elves.
Oh yes,
there was an army of all three.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Middle Earth's greatest heroes basically at that time. Their best warriors were going up against it. Because guess what? Even though they didn't all get along, they all came to the realization, like they do in the Fellowship, that hey, if this guy continues going as he's going, we're all fucked. Like we're all dead. So we're just gonna have to get along to get over this dude who's gonna wipe all of us out. And yeah, it wasn't an easy thing. In fact, the way the sword cuts Sauron is he missed where he was aiming, and he just kind of happened to cut off the rings. It was like the way he did it was like he just watched his father die in front of him, and not like a very peaceful death either. It was pretty violent how he died.
And then he also went to pick up the sword, and then Sauron stepped on it.
Yeah, and so it was just kind of wild.
And that was like the sword that could not be broken. That was like fucking Excalibur. You have broken what could not be broken.
So it was not really an accident, but it was just like out of sheer desperation and rage and you kill, stop it, just all the human emotions, right? In that instance, and it cuts off his fingers. That's what happened. It severs the connection that he had with that body and the ring, which the ring is not just a ring. It's not just. There's a reason he crumbles too.
And see, Gil-galad, you only see Gil-galad for a split second, but Gil-galad was like Elrond's boss.
Yep.
Okay. He was the ruler of Rivendell, and he had the Ring of Fire. And Sauron picked him up with one hand and just lit his ass on fire. He burned him to death. Even though he had that ring and fire was not supposed to hurt him at all, fucking Sauron just picked him up and emulated him right there. That was it. He's fucking that
powerful.
So no, he got that majorly fucking wrong. No, it wasn't like the humans just easily defeated him.
No,
but he's got that sippy cup telling us that that's what happened, so it's got to be true.
Oh, no, I think he put the sippy cup. Maybe we're getting serious now.
He put the sippy cup down.
Sippy cup down. It's time to get serious, guys. Oh my god! Again, normie. For the most part, I'm a normie.
Worse than a normie. Worse than a normie. I watched it once, and I'm gonna bitch about it.
Mm-hmm.
Worse than the normie.
I don't believe him when he says I watched it once, because he has a lot of hatred, and you know what? Actually, I can. I'm taking it back, because I only saw The Dark Knight Rises once, and I hated that thing. So at least I had a reason to hate that movie. This one is like again, we are over a ninth of the way through this. And what is it, more like a sixth? We're like a sixth of the way through this, and he has not get presented anything it's not even accurate. So whatever he's about to start complaining about isn't even accurate. Humans were not defeated. Did not defeat him easily, in any way, shape, or form. That was like it was hell on earth is what was happening.
Yes.
You know.
Go ahead.
Right, let's keep going.
What difference does it goddamn make if he gets the ring back?
Whoa, okay, hold on. I'm rewinding. Wait a moment. He didn't say it. No, please, no.
He's easily defeated by humans. What difference does it goddamn make if he gets the ring back?
Oh my god.
What do you mean? What difference does it? He's isn't the
Hitler
ring...
has returned. Well, we defeated him once. We shouldn't do anything now. What's the big deal?
He's only like. Did he watch it?
Okay, here's the deal. This is why this matters. In the Second Age, when the elves, the humans, the Numenorians, and the dwarves come together to fight him, there is no other way to survive. These are three races that have to come together and fight as a team. Otherwise, they will be killed, subjugated, their women taken, their lands destroyed. Yep. There's no other way to combat this. And they throw down in the most spectacular fashion, because they throw everything into one final battle against this guy. One final fucking battle. So they're going to have a giant battle on the slopes of Mount Doom. So all the armies of men, elves, and dwarves march into fucking Mordor and have one giant battle with this guy. This is after they've been attacked over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else they can do but roll the dice. They have to roll a hard 6 and say, fuck it, we're going to march in there and we're going to fight to the death. And we're gonna either win or lose. This is it. And it looked like they were gonna lose. If Isildur hadn't cut that fucking ring off of his finger, they would have lost. Plain and simple.
Yeah, that's why it was like heralded such a big moment.
And that was then. The elves were at the height of their power. Men were at the height of their power. Dwarves were at the height of their power. Now, these races aren't anything like they used to be. The elves are leaving. The dwarves don't have
magic is dwindling.
Yeah, the elves' magic is dwindling. They're leaving. The dwarves have lost all of their major strongholds and are like fucking gypsies now.
Yep.
Men, the line of men almost ended with Aragorn. You got a Stewart in Gondor. The tree of the kings is barren because the mankind is failing.
Yep.
They're in a completely different position if that fucker gets his ring back.
Yeah, i.e.
They're all much, much weaker now. And
fucked.
So if Sauron regains his power, they don't have a chance.
That's right.
They don't, because you got to think. It's like OP, right? You got your 3 OP people, like groups of people, and then you fast forward like 3,000 years, and you have like a newbie, like a rookie that's about to play this game, right?
Yes.
And you're still going against someone of equal power that the 3 OP people together struggled to take down. Okay, so
the Battle of Helm's Deep, when they fought at Helm's Deep, they barely squeezed that one out.
Oh,
they barely got past that. When they fought at in the Pelennor Fields, when they fought at the White City, they barely won that. When they faced Sauron, when they walk up to the Black Gates to fight Sauron, Sauron's army surrounds them and goes for miles back. They have no chance of winning, and Sauron doesn't even have the fucking ring back.
Yeah, he's literally an eyeball in a tower, and his power is still causing like absurd amounts of corruption and damage and just chaos everywhere. That's all he can manifest is that eyeball in the tower, and obviously
the ring is also part Sauron,
and the ring,
well.
yes. So the ring is technically, as you know, I think Loki did say this, part his soul. That's why whenever somebody puts it on or is near it, it's so corruptible. Like they become corruptible unless they're innocent, like Bilbo and Frodo. Mm-hmm. It's it's basically, what is it? Think of it as like the apple, right, in the Garden of Eden. It's like that, except it's a Horcrux too. Yes, I on the rewatch of these movies, I became hyper aware of how much J.K. Rowling ripped off of Tolkien.
Yeah, Speaker is totally right here. This guy is everything I hate about people who complain with no knowledge. His ignorance is breathtaking. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's
play more. I want to hear more.
Oh, we're excited now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. You can hit the play button too, right? No, I'm gonna do okay.
None. Shit. Then we've got humor in this film.
Oh God, the sippy cup's back, and I want to hear why he said none.
If he gets the ring back.
Why does it matter if he gets the ring back?
None. Shit.
Oh, wow. It literally does not matter at all if he gets the ring back. No, it only gives him his final form. There's no there. He just wants to be the eyeball in the sky. He doesn't want to walk around and rule the fucking people. That's not what he wants. He doesn't want that. That's not why every single time that somebody gets a hold of it, he tries to corrupt them with the ring to get it to somebody that's on his team so that he can have it. Yeah, no, there's at no point in any movie that that it shows over and over and over with numerous different people that he clearly wants the ring back, and there's a reason he wants his final form. And everyone Gadriel and Elrond and Gandalf, anytime they come near it, they're just like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. I don't want anything to do with that, because they would become
no. It's not that they don't want anything to do with it. It's that they would. See, that's what Gandalf says. Don't tempt me, Frodo. I would take this ring and use it out of a desire to do good, but through me, it would wield a power more evil than anything on earth.
Yep.
True. Yes. See,
that's why that's why Gollum is so important, because he kind of illustrates worst case scenario for Frodo is he becomes this pathetic creature, whereas Gandalf, it would be really bad. That's why it has to be a hobbit to take the ring.
He almost touched it, and he had to go smoke weed for hours. He was just like, oh shit, I need to mellow out. Oh my goodness. He and Gadriel, it was she almost went full Hela there for a second. When she got near it.
Let's hear more of this shit. I know we can play it, but it's your stream.
making me do all the work.
Yep.
Then we've got humor in this film.
How dare it, my God.
Is limited to slapstick.
What?
Very sparingly.
Whoa, what? He says says trilogy.
Hold on. Back up just a little bit. I want to hear this whole thing because I don't know whether he's talking about. See, now I don't know. I don't know whether he's talking about Lord of the Rings. I don't know if he's talking about The Hobbit. I don't know. So back it up just a little bit.
I think he's talking about it says trilogy, but no, he's just saying this movie, and I don't know anymore.
This films, which is limited to slapstick.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh.
Shit.
All right, there we go.
Then we've got humor in this films. Limited to slapstick, very sparingly, and it's juvenile. I mean, it's like, oh, you get some hobbits playing around with fireworks. That's your humor for the Fellowship film.
What?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? How dare this movie? How dare they have humor?
When Pippin is messing with the armor in Moria and it falls down the fucking well and it's banging into everything and he's just sitting there looking up at Gandalf like, I am so fucking sorry, and Gandalf's like, you fool of a toque. I'm sorry, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's not slapstick, that's more wordplay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Gimli isn't funny. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, all Gimli's like bragging, and because he specifically mentioned Fellowship. It's like, okay, well, what about the next two films where you have Legolas and Gimli's like competition of like who
22 and 23.
That still only counts as one.
Oh my God! Yeah,
because my ox is embedded in his nervous system.
It's great. Like there are a lot of funny moments in this, and it's not what is slapstick to this guy? Because that's not slapstick. That's cleverly. That's what it is. It's cleverly written. That's why. Okay, we got it. He didn't get it. He didn't get the joke, and he's mad at it.
He didn't get the joke, and he's mad.
Why is everyone else laughing? I don't get it. It's too above my intelligence level. Oh my goodness.
You know what this reminds me of? I had a friend that consistently stated The Matrix made no sense. The first movie after it came out, it made no sense. It was complete rubbish. Right. They made the story out of nothing. No one lives in a computer. And I'm like, okay, all right,
okay. That's kind of the point.
You can't do any of that today. And I'm like, did you not realize that it doesn't? And he literally argued with me for 10 minutes that it's not happening in the future. It's happening now.
No.
It's
specifically stated that they went back to a time when humans were very complacent with their lives. They specifically mentioned that.
But he didn't understand any of that. That's what this is.
Wow.
He didn't understand it's a fake thing because it's a movie.
Down. Go ahead, by all means.
How to melt your brain in 10 minutes or less. All right.
Wow, that was real funny. No one cracks a smile at all.
Fuck you. That is all.
In fact, the only time anybody laughs during these movies is...
I love this. I love this presumption that you're going to speak for every single person on this planet that has ever watched these movies and just be like, no one laughed. I did. Point invalid.
Well, and because he just said anyone who smiles in these movies. So is he talking about the humor in the world?
No, did this. Okay, this is what this asshole did. He sat down and did this all in one take. He has it. He's clearly this is a sit down, shit out, and post. That's what this is. This is not. There's not been a cut, which I don't mind. Obviously, there not being like an absurd amount of cuts, like every other word. But this is like the opposite side of that spectrum, which is like, dude, you need to like regroup. You need to like regroup, and clearly didn't edit this at all or like watch this I know he has an intro, but I think that was just tacked on at the beginning. He didn't
Most
actually sit down
embarrassing intro ever.
Which, he clearly didn't watch that because there's no way any sane human being would have watched that intro and been just like, yes, that's what I want to be associated with, is that cringe pile of absolute top tier cringe. This isn't even, I don't even think I could call this a rant.
Let's see the rest of it. Let's see the rest of it before we decide whether this is a rant or this is him talking out of his ass, which we already know he is. Let's see the rest of it.
When they're not supposed to, like Smeagol talking to himself, the precious. We shouldn't betray Frodo. That's the thing that everybody laughs at, is that jump cut between the two personas.
Did anyone laugh during that?
Oh, the whole fucking theater laughed when Smeagol was talking to himself.
You don't have any friends. I mean,
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
So, all right. Just wanted to take a vote here. All right. Cool. All right.
That brings me to a whole nother thing. Andy Serkis's performance as Gollum.
Oh
not
no!
That amazing, people.
What?
Oh shit! Oh, you just opened. Release the Kraken. How about it, guys?
God.
He did that on purpose. No, he did that on purpose. He did that on purpose to get clicks, to get people hating him. His whole thing right now is, I want people to hate me. That whole thing. Andy Serkis, he wasn't really that great. That's all a setup to get people to fucking hate him, because this is years after Lord of the Rings. This is after the Hobbit movie that he's doing this. So he already knows that Andy Serkis is like a national fucking treasure. He's a national fucking treasure, people. So he already knows that. That's clickbait. Again, this is him trying to get clicks by being revolutionary and out there.
Even though Andy Serkis's performance was revolutionary, and that role defined his career.
Yes,
it's what no one heard of him before that movie.
Nope.
Yeah, and the shit.
He was walking around Hollywood going, "You don't have any friends."
Yeah, the shit he actually went through to pull off that character is insane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, he had to have like a special drink just to keep his voice able to keep doing it for all the takes and everything.
Right. And yeah, I'm with you at this point, Loki, about this being clickbait. But,
it's all set up.
That is why we do it on Watch Together. So he ain't getting shit of watch time from this. So moving on.
Motion capture stuff, I mean, anybody can do it. It's easy to edit around. It's easy to edit out when you goof. It's not as much of a live performance as actually being there.
He was.
This guy.
Wow.
He was there.
The fucking balls on this man to talk about editing.
Well, he did jump cuts, so he knows how to edit.
I just throw you back to the intro.
Let me tell you something. Mocap. He's like, oh, it's easy to edit around. No, it's not. You have to do exactly what's needed in mocap. Mm-hmm. All this shit that's all over your body, the suit, the balls. There are these little fucking ping pong balls that are all over your fucking body. You got these little balls all over your face to capture how your mouth moves and how your face moves and how your head moves, so that they can digitally create the fucking Gollum head on top of that. It's harder to act in that fucking suit than it is just to act normally. You fucking stuck up, half-witting, scruffy looking fuckwad.
Nerf herder?
Something like that. Anyway, by all means, yeah.
And doing some voices, whoopity-doo. Like, please, if you think that's Oscar caliber stuff, then you need to quit watching movies altogether.
Fuck off. Wow.
god. All right. Lost audio. What is that? What? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good? Okay. You just said lost audio, and I was just like, okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't, because my internet's been going out on occasion lately. So apparently I'm just evolving into Jay Longbone. So
keep this shit up though. I mean, we're 3 minutes into this fuckwad's idiotic opinion, and
oh yeah, and I hope there's a sponsor at the end. I'm really looking forward to it.
Talk about the people in the Fellowship, okay?
Ooh.
Time and again, they get into redundant battles where they're the ones who get out alive.
You know, that's kind of that's supposed to be kind of the point of like orcs. They're not very good. They just overwhelm you with numbers. But they're not very skilled because most of them were born only a few days ago.
wow. Well,
You happy you decided to come on? Okay.
I'm shocked by the level of stupidity this guy.
I told you this one was a doozy.
Oh.
The level of dumbassery here is beyond reproach.
Oh. It's yep.
Like the second movie, okay? The Two Towers.
Oh.
How many?
Oh, are we done? We okay, we're done with the Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh.
We've covered it, guys. That's it. Hey, so his analysis, I guess, on the Fellowship of the Ring was, I didn't like the humor. It was slapstick. Why does Sauron need the ring? Even lol.
Andy Serkis doesn't deserve an Oscar.
And which he really wasn't even in the Fellowship.
No, he had what, 2 lines? I think he had 2 words in Fellowship.
But he like very specifically like is now addressing Two Towers, which is why I'm like, okay. And then he went back to like talking more about the Fellowship. So I thought this was gonna be a little bit more linear, but I guess I had too much hope. All right, okay, all right, we're Two Towers. Let's do this.
Kids died. How many knights died? And yet our main group is completely okay. Blow my ass.
What? What did you say? The main they lost Boromir at the end of the Fellowship. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he's complaining.
Gandalf also died in Fellowship because he's even though he returns, he's not the same being.
No.
And they didn't escape unscathed either.
No.
The orcs capture
Merry and Pippin.
Yeah. That is not exactly, again, like unscathed. It's pretty beat up.
Well, and if you remember, like at the end of Return of the King, when the 4 hobbits get back to Hobbiton, they just kind of have this look of no one knows what we've gone through.
Yeah, it's like trying to return, basically after war, trying to return back to life after war. And it... All right.
And to make it even worse, they just come running right out the gate, and we have these thousands of CGI orcs just fall over out of clumsiness.
Okay, I need clarification, guys.
I don't know what this guy is smoking, but it's something else. I do believe there's a Lawrence Taylor reference I'm going to do here. This is why, kids, you don't smoke crack.
This is your brain on crack. Or drugs, whatever. It's, ooh. So
I think of the Pee Wee Herman one. It's crack.
He's complaining about the main characters having plot armor, I think is the translation I'm getting here.
But Frodo almost dies numerous times.
Yeah, like in the Fellowship, he almost dies, and it's pretty much a miracle that he lives. And
twice.
Yeah. And
remember, he got skewered by the spear, and it was only because he was wearing the mithril that kept him alive.
Yes, that too. And well, what is he he's complaining that the CGI orcs. I thought it was practical effects. Was it not? For the most part,
There was both.
There was both.
Both, yes.
Okay.
They did some CG on the eyes and some stuff, but it was largely practical effects.
Mm-hmm. Guys in suits, guys in armor.
Yep.
They're untouchable. It's like these heroes with. I say give Sauron the ring so that these heroes actually have some kind of challenge, because they seem.
Okay, but you literally told us at the beginning of the video, lol, why does Sauron need the ring? So now you're saying that there's a reason? Because you're saying he needs to get a ring for these heroes to have a challenge, which, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Fuck you for saying that these heroes didn't have a challenge. Really? They didn't have a challenge? No? You sure? Are you really sure? Yeah, that too. There you go. There it is.
It's been a while, but didn't I remember in the book, Merry was also stabbed, and he was poisoned, and he only really survived because he got the Ent water, if I remember correctly.
I haven't read the books, but you know, I believe it. I'm just thinking about all the times. I was like, okay, we lost the dude, and then there was like, God, did he even get to Helm's Deep? There's a lot of
which our heroes lost.
Yeah, a lot of shit happened in Helm's Deep. Like, untouchable, yet Boromir dies. Yeah, exactly. You know, there's at no point that our heroes are walking through any particular area and covered in some kind of wound. Like, blood is not spilt the entire time.
Right.
That they're walking around.
I mean, I suppose you could say Legolas probably has the most plot armor, but he's also a 3,000-year-old warrior.
Yeah, so at 3,000 years old, I would expect him to be pretty good.
The thing about the elves and the wood elves, every Marine is a rifleman. So every single soldier they have, whether they focused on sword, shield, spear, whatever, they are also a bowman, and they are like an elite bowman. So the old Marine Corps adage, every Marine a rifleman, well, every elf is a bowman, and a badass one at that.
Yep.
So, okay. This is bad. I gotta say, this is bad.
By all means, continue.
They seem to be infallible. They just cannot lose a battle. They don't get hurt.
They lose Helm's Deep. They fail to keep the keep.
Doesn't lose.
Wow.
Whew. All right. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was a bad take. And objectively not true.
None of them like lose a limb or no shit. Oh yeah, outside of Sean Bean, who is obligated to die in every movie.
It's the obligatory joke. Yay. This was in 2012, but still,
Yeah. He lives in Jupiter Ascending. So there's that.
Yeah. Although, did we really want to count that as a movie? For sure. Everything's. He's pretty much said just everything's wrong. And he's pretty much said at this point, it's incorrect.
The rest of them, they just can't be touched. Gandalf
Wait a sec. Okay, wait. He said that the whole fellowship is untouchable. Everyone has plot armor. Everyone's fine. Nothing happens to him. Sauron should get his ring, which, by the way, 2 minutes ago I was saying it doesn't matter if he has a ring, just so they have a challenge.
Mary almost dies. Mary almost dies from getting kicked by the Witch King, a Bagmar.
Mm-hmm. And in the books, wasn't he was poisoned, right?
Yes.
Yep. And he almost died, and he needed the Ent water.
Yep. He needed the Ent water. Multiple times people in this, from Gimli to Legolas to Aragorn, have faced death and been close to on death's doorstep. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to tell you. When they're surrounded at the end of Return of the King, there's no way they're going to win that fight. All they are fighting for is to keep Sauron's eyes fixed on them, so it's not on Frodo and Sam.
Yep.
They walk into death's door and are like, "Hey, that's right, I'm fucking home."
Mm-hmm.
And they all know they're going to die.
Yeah, I remember when they charge and screaming
for Frodo.
Yep.
Yeah, they know they're going to fucking die. So they're just hoping to give Frodo enough time to destroy the ring.
Yep. Well, and something he just kind of touched on was they should just give Sauron the ring so that they have a challenge. So he's suggesting completely rewrite the entire books. Because the whole point is not we need to defeat Sauron. It's we need to destroy the ring in order to defeat Sauron. It's not defeat Sauron because he's all powerful and evil right now. They need to try to prevent him from getting there.
Oh, but no, the ring doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. It's
right.
No ring. Yeah, there's no reason. But if you give it to him, it'll be a challenge. But it doesn't matter. Also, nobody gets hurt and they have heavy plot armor in the Fellowship, but somebody dies. Just,
All pissed off for several reasons. First,
all right,
he's walking around with all this magic.
Uh-huh.
It's like having a nuke, okay? He's got this great Dick Sex Machina thing going for him.
No.
Dick. Wait.
Deus Ex Machina. Yeah.
Dick sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently. Yes. But
Do sex.
Deus Ex Machina.
And this was the guy that was complaining about bad humor in the movies?
Wow.
Oh, I don't even know if that was supposed to be a joke. I'll be fair. I don't know. I don't know if that was supposed to be funny.
He's a moron. That you can just chalk all of this up to him being a moron. Everything wrong with society in 2012. This is your man right here. This is what led to SJWs, ladies and gentlemen. This fuck right here. By all means, continue.
The legendary badass himself, right?
Oh, there's a problem? Well, I'll just use magic. Problem solved.
He was literally tormented for months by Saruman. Fuck off.
They actually went out of their way to limit the magic he had in these movies compared to what was in the books.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and even then, the reason that they were given the bodies of old men was to also kind of keep a limit on their power, so they couldn't use their full power at all times.
Okay. Oh my god. All right, we're halfway. We're halfway, guys. We're halfway.
Why don't you just magic your ass to the mountain you're going to?
No, it's not Harry Potter. You don't fucking apparate. That is literally not how they have made it. Oh my god.
Because at no point do we ever see teleportation. Gandalf, a very powerful wizard, rides a horse when he goes somewhere.
And that horse is a god. That is the god of the Maras. That is like the god of all horses is the horse. Shadowfax is the lord of all horses. It is the god of the horses.
Well, I was thinking even at the beginning when he goes into Hobbiton with the, in his cart.
The donkeys. Yeah, the donkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty in a movie, okay, whenever you're using in storytelling, okay, whenever you introduce magic, you have to be very careful, like time travel, right? You have to set up a hierarchy, you have to set up rules, you have to set up boundaries, because if you don't, then you can just magic your way out of everything. Tolkien was very smart. He set up a magic system in this IP that allowed for extremely powerful magic without them becoming insanely OP. There is a balance. There's you have to like tamper down on certain things. You have to be able to like Gandalf dies. FYI, I guess he forgot about that. Gandalf literally fucking dies. Okay. Oh look, another person who isn't shielded by plot armor apparently.
Oh, but he comes back. Yeah, no, Gandalf is not the same entity.
No, literally does. He's like, oh yeah. Remember when he comes back, he's like, oh yeah, Gandalf. That's what I'm called here, Gandalf the Grey. Well, I'm now Gandalf the White. That's not a direct quote, but like it's close enough. He has to be reminded of that because he's very clearly not the same being at all.
Even Gandalf the White is not as powerful as Saruman the White.
Yeah, Saruman the White. If he was so fucking powerful, do you really think Saruman would be enlisting the help of orcs?
Saruman couldn't kill anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's the tamper. Because of the being that he is, he can't kill people. He can't directly interfere. Yes.
Yes.
So that's the tamper. That's your little. That's the cap that he put on the magic system.
When Gandalf comes back as Gandalf the White, it's like he knows all the rules now. All the shit that he didn't know before as Gandalf the Grey, he knows what the Astari did. He knows what his role is. He knows what Saruman can and can't do. Mm-hmm. And Saruman can't kill. That's one of the things he even says that when he's like, you couldn't kill me when I was your prisoner and you're not going to kill Theoden either. But it's because Gandalf now knows what rules the entire game has to play by. Mm-hmm. Gandalf now, as Gandalf the White, he has backroom access to all the rules of the game.
He got the cheat codes.
Yes.
Basically.
But he can't cheat. No, it's more like he knows how everything operates now, and he knows what rules he has to follow.
He has
he has the walkthrough book.
Yes, he has the walkthrough. He has the walkthrough, but it still doesn't mean he's going to win.
Right.
Yeah, just because you know how to play the game doesn't mean you're going to win it. It's just like he now is like, oh, I have more knowledge. Nice.
He has a copy of the Dungeon Master's Guide, so he knows what they can and can't happen and what these people can and can't do.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily automatically mean like you're going to win just because of that. Yeah. A very good a storyteller will make sure that you can't OP your way to victory because that's boring. That's very boring to not have trials and tribulations and difficulties in a story. Then you get, what we have nowadays. We have a bunch of Mary Sues that don't have to do anything that's even struggle at all. They can just do things, right? Like, in order to get this power up, Gandalf literally dies. Okay, that's insane, right? That's.
Well, it's more than just that. He dies, and then he gets sent back because he still has work to do.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he like I said, kind of the Jesus metaphor of the story, I would say. Yes, every form of magic has rules and costs. It should, exactly. Mm-hmm. It should. And he's just, for some reason, and I'm giving him good faith, even though he has given me no reason to give him good faith. He's acting as though the magic system is OP when it's very obviously not at all. It's not OP. Yeah, there's several times, especially like in the Fellowship, when he's tracked by Saruman, where you're like, come on, dude, like, what are you doing? No, kick ass. You can do this. You can go out. He's kind of been propped up. What you know him so far, he's kind of been propped up with this really awesome, like, kick ass dude. And then he goes up against Saruman, and Saruman just fucking hands his ass to him. And you're just like, oh shit, that's what we're going up against. And then you remember Mr. Eye in the Sky, what he's capable of when he gets the ring, and you're just like, oh no, like, our heroes are in trouble. And yet, no, it's all OP. It's there's no rules, there's nothing. Again, I'm pretty much a normie when it comes to Tolkien, and I know this. So, moving on.
Walking the whole time. Or how about whenever you encounter something that can fly and take you somewhere, how about you ride it the whole way?
Oh God, he did the Eagles. He's doing the Eagles argument. Oh no. Oh
now,
God.
Okay, I will acknowledge in the movies they don't do enough of a job explaining that the Eagles are their own faction. I will concede the argument of the Eagles isn't fully explained for the films, whereas in the books they make it very clear Eagles don't answer to anybody.
No, the only reason why the Eagles helped the Fellowship, or why they helped Gandalf, was because Gandalf saved the leader of the king of the Eagles.
Yep.
That's the only reason why the Eagles will pop in and help out sometimes, is Gandalf being like, hey, can you help us? Can you help us here? If they don't want to, they won't. It's all up to the king of the Eagles.
Yep. So I will concede the movie does not do enough of a job explaining that.
But see, and I had this was kind of explained to me. Sauron is the eye in the sky. Yes, he sees all for the most part.
Yes.
So what do you think is going to happen when you get closer to the giant-ass eye in the sky and you are flying?
Yes.
And there's, like, nothing blocking the view of that flying thing. Do you think he's just going to look at you and just let you do some shit?
The Nazgul that have the wyverns.
Yep.
Okay, which are not dragons. What you've got is a wyvern that is mating with a dragon, and that's the spawn you get. That's why they can't breathe fire. Okay, the race on wings that you get in the Lord of the Rings books, they are a wyvern bred with a dragon.
Yep.
Now, there are some that surmise that Smaug was supposed to mate with this other dragon and give them full-blood dragons to ride. But that because in The Hobbit, Smaug is defeated and killed, Sauron never got that. But he wanted it. That's why he wanted he wanted the Lonely Mountain. That's why the Lonely Mountain, one of the reasons why the Lonely Mountain was so important. One, for its strategic location. Two, because it had Smaug.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted Smaug. Sauron wanted Smaug. Sauron wanted Smaug to be on his side and give his ring race full-blooded, full-bore fucking fire-breathing dragons to ride into battle.
Mm-hmm. And also in the books, they also make it very clear, like when Frodo and Sam are in Mordor, when they meet up with Faramir, when they see those winged creatures, they're all like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
Yeah.
So I think it is much better explained in the books that Mordor has air support.
Yes. That's what I gathered. And I do agree that it isn't explained well, because I was one of those people. I was just like, why didn't they just fly the eagle? And then then I was like, oh, duh, because Sauron would know. He would know from in the air.
Yes, he would absolutely.
Because he's literally an eyeball on a giant ass tower. So if you approached anywhere near the air, he would know. And not just that, but Saruman would probably know too, because he has, he can sense that. He can sense that power kind of build up. And yeah, the Eagles, from what I've gathered, are pretty fucking powerful. So, Anyway, he's also in a tower. Just fun fact. There's 2 towers. I don't know. This guy, I don't know how much this guy knows at this point. If he summarized that there are 2 towers. I'm not taking any chances on his knowledge anymore. Oh, God.
What is this? Then you got Gandalf's fight with this dragon. He goes plummeting down this cavern.
Not a dragon. That is not a dragon. He looks more like a gargoyle than a dragon. Is not a dragon.
Into this water, and like everybody thinks he's dead, except the people who read the book or some shit. Which, by the way,
wow. Oh, it's like that's how it was framed.
This is all clickbait bullshit. This is all him trying to gain notoriety for slamming something, and it fails. He comes off as completely disingenuous. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy's a fucking moron.
No, yeah, he's not winning any points at all by doing this. This is not like, oh, I'm gonna get clout because I did something.
Look how edgy I am.
Yeah, negative attention clout. Well, it failed. Like I said, this video has 11,000 views. 8 years ago that it was created. EFAP has covered this. Fun fact, which we discovered before right before the stream. And even after that, which usually when EFAP covers a video, it does get a little bit more boost in views. So even after Mahler, like a 300,000 subscribed channel, even after that, still only 11,000 views. No, this guy failed in every aspect, and now he just looks like an asshole. But we're still gonna do this. Because you know what? Acting like an asshole on the internet is, and even though you want to get negative clout, it's still gonna call you out for your stupid shit because it is stupid. Still gonna do it.
I'm talking about the movies because I didn't read the books.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I saw the movies, and now I definitely am not reading the books.
Can you read?
No. He falls.
I don't know.
Continues fighting the goddamn dragon.
It's not a dragon.
Yeah, it's
Wow. It's a Balrog. It's a Balrog of Morgoth. It is not a fucking dragon. It is a demon of the ancient world. You dumb fuck. Stop talking about things you don't understand.
Yeah, the Balrog is essentially Gandalf's equal. That's why Gandalf can fight it.
Yeah, it's it ain't something to fuck about. If you notice anytime that, like, when they go to Galadriel after that, well, like, you see Legolas's face when he realizes what the fuck's about to happen, and then you see Galadriel's face and all of them, like, when they realize what he died fighting, and they're just like, oh shit, because they're like, oh that's shit, that's a bad, like, you kind of see some fear, which elves don't fear a lot of things. Like, they're immortal for the most part. Like
you guys failed to protect the white mage. Rule 1.
I don't even think he did that. I don't even think he did that. I'll be fair. I don't even think he did that. I did.
Yeah.
He gets up on top of a mountain in the snow, not quite entirely exhausted, defeats the dragon, and I believe dies in the process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is important because he becomes Gandalf the White. He transitions from Gandalf the Grey into Gandalf the White. He essentially dies, and the spirit of whatever the hell says, oh, your quest is not finished. I'm going to give you a second chance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Thus making it entirely unimportant if anybody else dies for the rest of...
No.
Oh my god.
No.
The stupidity is amazing.
Oh, one dude came back that was like a wizard and already like a being that never. Fuck.
Gandalf is a wizard angel man. The rules don't apply to him the same way. Boromir dies, does not come back. Theoden dies, does not come back. Oh my god.
No, but no one gets hurt. No one dies. Remember that. It's boring. We have to get the ring to Sauron because we need excitement. Boring ass shit.
These films.
He's only fighting a fucking demon, dragon, gargoyle creature from like the first age that puts fear of God into elves. Not a big deal. Not a problem at all. Doesn't matter. Only wiped out an entire civilization of dwarves. It really doesn't fucking matter. Not a big deal. He's just a bump in the road. That's all he is. Whatever.
Because we know there is a chance they can come back to life.
Oh my god.
And that might just be the stupidest thing about all of it.
Really?
It just may very well be.
Really? That scene, one of the most beloved things of Lord of the Rings, is the stupidest thing. Oh my god. What's he gonna say? Helm's Deep was boring? It put him to sleep?
I mean, he already said Andy Serkis gave a bad performance, so I don't think this guy understands quality at all.
No, he doesn't.
Does he like
get us through this? Get us through these last 3 minutes, and
We're almost 2/3 of the way done.
We're the.
I can't tell you how many times they have to defend a castle that is built on the side of a mountain, and we do the same battle again and again. Like, well, that battle was better the first time I saw it when they were defending that castle, which looks a whole shitload like that one right there.
What is he even talking about?
I think he just compared Helm's Deep to the White City, and
those are two different battles entirely.
I think he just said that both of those places look exactly the same.
But they don't. The layout's different, so the battle tactics are different.
And it's not just the layout; the entire thing's different.
Right.
The castles look completely different. Helm's Deep was created by dwarves. The White City was made by elves and man. Later, the dwarves came in after all of this and helped rebuild it. But and that was Gimli. That's after these movies,
right?
I don't. He just doesn't know what he's talking about. Continue, please.
Make matters worse, the structure.
Oh God.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Oh, jump scare! I just got jump scared.
Oh
I
my
almost
god!
Back up!
knocked over my
Back
microphone.
up! I gotta see that again. That is one ugly cut.
I almost knocked over my microphone.
It's like he's like clipping, but he's not clipping.
Okay, wait.
Shitload like that one right there. To make matters worse, the structure of these stories does not.
Lip.
Oh no, he didn't.
Put on his lip.
I think that's a little. I think that's a little leftover from his boyfriend. I think his boyfriend left a little leftover right there on his lip.
Don't insult gay people by claiming he's
insulting anyone. That's what I think it is. I wasn't insulting anyone.
I know. I'm just saying.
Besides him,
this guy
I wasn't insulting any faction or yeah. So
I'm saying that, man. Like, I don't think they'd want him. No, you're not allowed. You have to rejected. Oh my goodness, this is bad.
Extreme close up. Whoa,
we're serious. I didn't need any of this, but
super serial.
Yeah, right.
After the first movie, what have we done? We've started our quest. We haven't accomplished anything.
You started your quest to get that thing on your bottom lip.
I know, this is actually really distracting.
I can't look away now. It's like that thing on his lip is just.
What is that? Like cracker crumbs or something? I don't know.
No. It's leftovers from his boyfriend. Your boyfriend left him a little present there on his bottom lip. By all means, continue.
Wait, what?
I said what? See, he was opening his mouth, getting ready for round 2.
What?
Watch. He opens his mouth, getting ready for round 2.
I don't know. Destroy the Death Star.
What?
They haven't accomplished.
What point was he trying to make?
I think he crossed IPs. Never cross your IPs. It would be bad.
Yeah, hold on a second.
movie, what have we done? We've started our quest. We haven't accomplished anything like, I don't know, destroy the Death Star.
Yeah, he's getting around too with his boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
So
he's going into closing arguments here.
Oh, okay. So we didn't talk about Return of the King at all. Not really.
Well, I mean, hold on, because his argument was that nothing happened at the end during
the first
Fellowship.
movie. Yeah.
Even though it does start off the quest to destroy the ring, but it also, after they leave Rivendell, it does an excellent job of showing how corrupting the ring is, because Boromir starts falling for it almost immediately, and that's what destroys the Fellowship ultimately, because Frodo realizes, if this is going to succeed, I need to leave. And Merry and Pippin, they cause a distraction so that Frodo can get away. They lose Gandalf. Like, there's things that happen to the story. So I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Yeah, he's like, well, no Death Star exploded. So boring.
If he focused on his facts instead of getting that little thing on his lip from his boyfriend, I think he would have been able to make more sense. But I don't know, maybe not.
No, but I guess closing arguments time. We went back and forth between the Two Towers and Fellowship, but we didn't even cover Return of the King. We're over 2/3 of the way there, and
do you think you'll bring up the long endings argument? The endings last too long. Is he going to bring that up?
I don't know. I actually have no idea what's going to happen at this point.
I actually kind of agree with that Jack Nicholson thing about too many endings, but whatever.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's a 12-hour long movie and it's only about 20 minutes. There's a lot to wrap up. I think the issue is how they were edited together. I think that's the problem, because it does. Some of them feel like it's like, especially the one where it pans out onto the map. We only see the map at the beginning of the first movie during the introduction, so that seems like it was the closing shot, and then it continues. I think they needed to, if they had been edited slightly differently, I don't think people would bring up the complaint with the ending too much.
Yeah. And divided by sight, I don't know. At this point, it's been 2 hours looking at this dumb bastard. I don't know.
I don't think it was, because I think that was a whole different thing. And it's worse that I now know for a fact he edited this together at different times. So like, if you do something all in one take, usually I would suggest going back and like at least re-listening to it, because one time, because you have a tendency that in the moment to not fully like understand 110% what you're saying and remember everything you said. And like I said, this is a video. I'm more forgiving in live streams because they're live streams. But in a video, there's no excuse for poor arguments, because it's a video and you had to edit, record, all these other steps in order to get to the final product. Mm-hmm. So I'm a lot more critical when it comes to videos.
Some kind of resolve effort by giving everybody an ending that fades out in a way like,
okay,
credits, okay.
Yep, multiple endings argument. All right. Right on cue. Nice.
Oh, no, we got another scene? Oh, okay, we're fading to... Oh, no? Oh, okay. We've got another credit scene here. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's another ending. I don't know how they can get by with this stuff. And you think that Peter Jackson is a talented filmmaker? He can't control the length of his films, okay?
Wow. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Nicole, I was done 20 minutes ago. This fucking idiot.
So this will be the first and last time Loki appears on one of these streams, because this has only been about 2 hours.
There are other filmmakers who have made 3-hour movies, like Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, and then they were able to bounce back and make a 2-hour film or 2.5 or whatever.
I love the idea that he just doesn't understand that a lot of the times the studio is what controls the runtime. Mm-hmm. I love that idea.
Well, and then also with Lord of the Rings, it was also more the theaters, because you only when the films get shown, they get the same amount of money regardless. So they make money on multiple showings. When the movie is 3.5 hours long, they can't do as many showings.
That's right.
So it was the theaters that really like, no, we're not going to put a 4-hour long movie in here. You need to cut it down.
Yep.
Josh, did you ever see the extended editions in theaters?
I did not. I missed that.
Okay, I got to see the entire run in a day.
Oh, so, yes. I have a friend who did that. I wanted to go, but I was working that day.
They cut. You get an intermission in the middle of each movie. You get obviously the credit roll to go to the bathroom, get your stuff, whatever. But you're paying like $100.
Right.
I mean, you're there for a whole fucking day. You're there for the whole day. If you break it down, you're paying, like $8 an hour, $8 an hour, which isn't bad. That's like going to the dollar movie, and paying $5 to see something you've seen already.
Right.
But to see them in the theater, the extended versions, is a treat. It's a treat. This guy's up his own ass. Anyway, by all means, the guy's a tosser. He is.
By all means, please, Eris, make it stop.
Yeah, make this fuck nut stop. Let's get to the end of this.
Like everything has to be 3 hours. And I'll tell you what, I just get so pissed at anything that's based off a book becoming a movie, because
there you go. There you go.
There it is. There it is. Oh no.
I tell you what, y'all, I like it fresh and in my mouth just the right way, or I have a problem with it. If I don't get a little bit on my face, there's a problem, So I don't like to read. Reading's bad.
I don't like that fancy book learning.
I just like it in my face. I just like it right there in my face. I don't need nothing else. Go by all means. Fuck.
Yeah,
what a
it's
fuck.
Not like the majority of beloved films and the classics are mostly based off of a book. Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing to like. Okay, right. Mm-hmm.
Because if you know the material, you're going to get pissed when anything is left out. Like, aha, they left out that detail.
But you literally said at the beginning of this fucking video that you didn't read the books and you only watched the movies one fucking time. So, sir, get off your fucking fake ass pedestal, because you can't complain about that. This argument makes you can't complain about this thing that you're currently complaining about because you didn't read the books. You can't be like, I don't like things that are based off books, because like reading the books pisses people off when they don't have everything in the movie that was in the books.
I was actually kind of pissed off that I had read these in like the 6th grade, because I knew what was going to happen. So I wasn't surprised. People were like my friends and stuff. Well, what's going to happen in the next movie? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen to this person? I'm like, you don't want to know. Why don't we want to know? Because you want to be surprised when it actually fucking happens. Very little surprised me. The elves showing up in Two Towers, that surprised me. That was a big thing for me, because that's not in the books.
Nope. No,
so I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this is, you rocked this. Thank you, Peter Jackson, for doing something, throwing a different element in there to surprise us and brighten our fucking enjoyment of the movies. Mm-hmm. Great. Thank you.
Or another example, of kind of condensing the story. A lot of Lord of the Rings fans were upset at Tom Bombadil getting cut.
Yep.
But from a narrative standpoint, he doesn't add much to the story.
No.
So it made perfectly logical sense to cut him from the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no one is arguing it was a perfect adaptation. It is word for word like the books. No, it's not. But the changes they made overall were it's going from one medium to another. And so you need to make some changes in order to make it work. Hey, we did a geek job.
Yay!
Thank you, Mexican Iron Man.
We did geek job. We have achieved geek job.
Let's see what the end of this fucking guy's got to say. We've got the stupidity level is astounding.
Over there, me.
I'm getting more enjoyment out of Loki's reactions to wanting to hurry up this video than I have the actual video.
And yes, Lady Toriel, elves rock.
Yes.
Look, why are you even here? If you know the story, then you're wasting your own time watching this, right?
Hey Loki, did you know you wasted your time? Hey Loki, did you know you wasted your time? Hey Josh, did you know you wasted your time?
Fucking wow. I cannot.
This is something you love. Did you want to see the movie?
You know what? Every time I go down on my boyfriend, I tell him it's a waste of fucking time. I've been here before. It's been right there, right in my mouth before. It's a waste of time. All right.
I didn't read all the Harry Potter books and then go and watch the movies. I didn't read all this shit and then go watch movies just to see
what?
it.
If you should post a link to this stream to this fucker's comment section.
Oh,
have him come on and discuss this fucking live.
Well, he's been asked to go on EFAP, and
sure.
I'm far sure I'm looking forward to that if that actually happens. But yeah, if he wants to come on, and he can, 110%. If he wants to come on, he can come on right now. I don't care. Post in the chat. Let me know. We can set something up. Send me a DM.
Keep going. We gotta power through the end of this, please.
So maybe the movie would be for the people who haven't read the book, and in that case, they feel like they have to stick to it just so that you don't get pissed off.
Wait a second. Is he claiming that it's a bad thing to stick to the source material? Did that just come out of his mouth?
Yep. Yes, it did.
Oh, we have an anti-source material person here. Excellent. I love these people. Canon. We don't like canon. Canon's bad. What came before doesn't matter.
I told you, SJW.
Yeah.
You got 2012 origin story here.
Oh, this is great. I love meeting these types of people. We've had 2 previous videos that have talked about how much canon doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, we did.
You're going because you're a fan of the book, and it's different than what you expected in a different story. You're going to get pissed off.
A different story. They're trying to tell that story.
A bad adaptation is the Percy Jackson movies. Okay? That's a bad adaptation because it doesn't follow the shit that it's supposed to follow. This is a pretty good adaptation because it does follow the main shit that it's supposed to follow. And it does it well. Ta-da. My God, what a fucking concept. Which, again, he's speaking not for himself, but for somebody else, I think. I don't know. Maybe he is speaking for his boyfriend. Maybe his boyfriend did get pissed about this.
Maybe that's why the boyfriend left him, and that's why he's pissy.
Oh, it was a Lord of the Rings breakup.
Yes,
nice.
Yes.
I think he went down multiple times in the theater, and the guy still broke up with him.
Mm-hmm. Got it. All right, we've solved the mystery. And the Hobbit coming out just kind of PTSD kind of resurged all of that. Oh, whoops. Fuck. Where are we at? Like 8 minutes? There we go.
You're going to get pissed off even more. I'm gonna just go out and say this, and you can come kill me if you want. I mean, I don't give a shit.
Wow.
That's a bit extreme.
I just would like to never ever hear from your dumb ass again, because we are all dumber for having listened to this 9-minute video.
Yeah, no. I love this. I don't care so much that I did this thing that I don't care about. Right.
There is an argument to be made that the Resident Evil film series is better.
Wow, okay, we took a turn.
Oh no, he's not going to say this.
We took a minor turn. All right, hold on a second.
He's not about to say this.
Buckle up, guys. This last minute.
Oh my God.
45 seconds is going to be a fucking ride.
The Resident Evil movies are better than Lord of the Rings.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, buckle up. Hold on, chat. All right, we're passing out sheep.
Going bye-bye.
Better than the Lord of the Rings film series.
Hold on. Wait.
He said it. He said it.
There is an argument to be made that the Resident Evil film series is better than the Lord of the Rings film series. Did he just say that?
Okay, there is an argument to be made. What is your argument? I need to hear that.
You could, or in fact, I want you to argue that. I didn't even play the Resident Evil games, and I know that they are drastically different.
Wow.
Oh my God.
This is all shock. He did that on purpose. This is all shock to get clicks. And who is this motherfucker to say all this? He is playing into the fandom that loves Lord of the Rings. That's all he's doing. By all means, continue. This is all a farce. This is all an acting job. This is not who this person is. This person has no dick. Well, so go ahead.
Loki, how many times do we have SJWs that there's no way they fully believe what they're saying? How many times do we have that nowadays? Exactly. It's kind of the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's pandering for clicks in the anti-mainstream way, right?
Yeah, I did, because
oh my goodness,
when I first saw the Resident Evil films, I thought, well, this is nothing like Resident Evil game. This really blows. Why didn't they use characters from the game? And then it kind of dawned on me that you don't want to use the characters from the game.
No, you want to take an IP that you kind of you bought, right? That to use the license for, and then you never want to use anything from that IP that you just paid a lot of money for. That's exactly what you want to do. Because you know what doing that is? That's called making original content. So
Colin P. Smith brings up an excellent point.
That is true. I would say that
I can't argue with that.
The Lord of the Rings movies are really bad zombie apocalypse movies. There isn't even a zombie in there, really. I mean, it was pretty bad zombie apocalypse movies. They didn't even bother putting zombies in them.
So you see, Resident Evil is a better film.
We have found the truth.
Because you know what's going to happen. You can't be a fan of the games and be surprised at the same time. Then, of course, they later mixed in characters from the games to the point that it is completely stupid. But they don't have magic now, do they?
There's an argument to be made that Alice kind of gets superpowers at one point in the movies. So that's not true.
Yeah.
She can control birds and explode things and run up walls. That's normal. That's a normal thing people can do. But okay, yeah, right, all right, oh yeah. No, there's no magic in Resident Evil. That makes it better.
Oh, okay. So you are going to come and kill me?
No.
There's only 10 seconds left.
No.
Just play it. Seriously, I want to see this.
Okay, well, put on silencer, all right?
That was bad.
Put it on silencer.
Oh, he accidentally broadcasted who made the theme music. Oh no.
I hate you, Julia Price. Wow. So yeah, that was the video I found. Aren't you glad I sent it to you, Eris?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never I don't know. I guess I'm just one of those people that didn't believe that level of stupidity existed on Earth, but I guess it does. I guess it does. I have been left speechless by the stupidity of Von Fry. Is that who it is? Von Fry? I guess.
Yeah, I think Von Fry Must Die is the name of his channel, I think.
Wow. Okay, Vaughn, your propensity for sucking cock is amazing. I can't believe it. The fact that you gave that much head during those movies that you don't know what you're talking about, absolutely incredible dedication to giving head. I know you like to parade around the fact that you got that little lip thing from your boyfriend, but maybe kind of tone that back a little bit. You know, him coming in there and putting the silencer in your mouth like that at the end. I know you enjoy things like that, but maybe take a step back from that kind of lifestyle for a minute and understand that you just sounded like a fucking moron for 10 minutes talking about a subject I know absolutely nothing about. So when you're like, oh, don't come and kill me now, I have pity. There's a lot of pity. You took something you knew absolutely nothing about and you talked about it for 10 minutes like you did know something about it. And
like the Death Star?
Lady Miss, I think you're be happy you did. I guess be the better. Be thankful you arrived late. Yeah, he didn't even get to Return of the King. I thought we were doing like
really.
a third, and
nope.
So that's how to not argue for something.
Well, and I think Loki's right. I think it is this was coming. This happened right after The Hobbit came out, so he wanted a hot take that would get him a lot of clicks, and it failed miserably.
Yep. He wanted recognition and he wanted attention, and he didn't get it.
No, like you said, like 11,000 views in 8 years, and it was covered on EFAP. No. It didn't get him any attention.
And I feel dumber for having watched it.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's not. I appreciate you bringing it to our attention. It's just like God.
Yeah, this is what we're doing every Saturday. By the way, this is like the plan for my channel is to cover videos like this and articles too, in general, about this kind of stuff. Because
so, Eris, out of the videos that we've covered, where would you rank this one?
This one, I'd rank number 2 out of the 3 that we've done so far. I'd say the one that we did,
the Renegade cut was bad.
The Renegade one is the worst by far. You can't compare that. No, this one, because you can tell is kind of meh, and the other one, the most recent one that we've covered, with the chick,
by default.
Yeah, she made me laugh, so that was something. Actually genuinely laugh, not like, yeah, well, a cringe laugh, no, actually, like, genuinely made me laugh, and I agreed with a few points. Renegade Cut, worst thing that we've covered, and the first thing that we covered, funnily enough. This one was not. This one was bad, but because it was so clearly not real. There's no passion. When I talk about The Dark Knight Rises, you can hear my hatred for it. This guy is claiming to hate something and doesn't at all. But you can just tell he doesn't. It's, what is it? The fake anger, right? It's and he's not very good at showing his fake outrage. It was I don't know. It was just
this video was also shorter than Renegade Cut, so there was that benefit
less
as well.
pain. Yes, they only endured this for about an hour and a half. Not like, actually it's more about 2 hours now, but not the 5.5 hours that we did for Renegade Cut. It was awful trash fire of a video. It not as bad, I have to say. Not as bad as Renegade Cut. This one wasn't funny. There was all his points was just incorrect lore that he was spewing. There wasn't actually a point. It was just incorrect lore. That's it. That's not a point. Yeah, he contradicted himself like at least 3 times during the video, maybe 4. Which again, like I said, he edited it. You should catch those contradictions. It's harder to do that live, but it's a lot easier when you're editing your video. So if this was just a single take, it would have been better. But because there's actual cuts and edits and different positioning of things, he had to go through and actually do that. He had to make that. He had to go in, listen to the video so that he could put that in when he wanted to. So, well, no, he says he hates it. That's the thing. It's like, it's not that we're just saying that he's acting like he's hating it. No, he's acting like he doesn't hate it, but he's saying he does hate it, and then also at the same time that he doesn't care.
He played a part in this. That's all he did. He played a bit part. He played a bit part. It's not himself. It's not how he feels. This was all to generate buzz about, I guess, his channel. Like, oh, how dare he? But none of it's genuine. None of it's like really. It's just him trying to pull a rabbit out of his hat to get attention.
Yes, I agree completely, because I believe this is far and away the most viewed video on his channel. If I remember when I looked at it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is by far the most popular thing that he's ever done.
See, there you go. So yeah, I think Loki's right. I think he was trying to get shock value and look how edgy he can be. And
oh no, it's not the most popular thing he's ever done.
Oh,
he got shit from 8 years ago that has 13K views. So wow, this wasn't even his most popular. This failed. Oh, he has one with 21K views. Yeah, this one failed hilariously.
Wow.
This, yeah, 21K views. 5 years ago, 21K views.
People catch on. It's a big thing when people catch on.
Yeah, there's other videos that have more views on this, and not just one, but like a few other ones, and ones that are near it. So this was made. This was made to go viral. Obviously, you can tell that this was made to go viral, and it failed completely and utterly failed. He did it at the perfect time for it to go viral. he did an awful, god-awful take, but it didn't succeed at all in what he wanted. So, in my opinion, that's like enough for him. Does that make sense? Like, that's enough. That's a just reward for him doing something like this. You make something cringy and you have a bad take that you can't back up, that you can't do anything, and within your own video that you edited together, you can't do anything to, like I said, back it up, cover your ass at all, because you're not trying to do that, and your video is not even the most popular thing on your channel, which is usually what would end up happening for this guy. And womp womp. So this guy doesn't like Lord of the Rings.
I don't know how much of it was genuine, though.
I don't know, because it was so
I don't think he really gives a fuck. That came across more than once to me, at least, that he doesn't give a shit. He could care less whether it was good or bad. This was all just oh, look how shocking I can be.
Yeah. All right. Well, as usual at this point, we're all exhausted and we're all just like, epic fail. The sad thing is he could come up with a valid argument of it. I don't know. It is hard to come out and say and like damn the whole trilogy as a whole. It's really hard because it's a pretty tight storyline, right? A lot of the objective qualities of it are pretty right on the money.
It's extremely well crafted.
Yes, it is really, really fucking hard to come out and say something bad against it. You can say that you don't like it subjectively. Totally cool. I don't, that's totally fine. This isn't my favorite property on the planet. That's fine. But to try to objectively dismantle this, 12 hours of material, since the extended editions are considered the definitive cut of the movies, it's hard to do that in 9 minutes. And I would actually even go as far to say, like, you probably at least need a couple hours to go over 12 hours of material and craft a well-structured, well-written argument against saying that this is not an objectively good IP. Well, not IP, trilogy. This is a bad series of films. It's very difficult to do that because of how well structured it is. But he didn't even try. Came in, Josh over here reads the whole trilogy, rewatched the movies, and Loki knows his shit, like really knows his shit when it comes to Lord of the Rings. We brought our A game here, and he couldn't even give us his fucking like F game. Like he couldn't give us like, I would even say like his K game. Like that was awful. Not from like just your argument standpoint, but it was just it wasn't good in any way, shape, or form. Objectively a bad video. There we go. It was objectively a really poorly made video. So I want to say thank you for watching, but I don't know if I can necessarily thank everyone for this. I I feel really bad for Loki, honestly.
No. I was here because I know my shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I have read the Silmarillion. I've read the Lost books. I've read the obviously the Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Hobbit. I've read fucking there's like there are artist-rated books that I read as a kid before I ever got to read the actual books. I was reading these illustrated books. I even have some of them still. So I've got the armor edition of everything they made in the movie, everything they made in the movies, all the armor, the weapons, everything that went to the Smithsonian. I've got details on how they made it. I mean, I fucking love the lore. I love the way they made the movies. I love all of it. So this guy didn't know shit. He doesn't know shit. And if you turn on an episode of Star Trek, the original series, and you watch one episode and you want to talk about it like you're a fucking expert at it and why it sucks, I'm sorry, that doesn't work. He failed.
Are you insulting Alex Kurtzman?
Oh no.
Yes, of course I am, because that's why we have STD. So anyone that wants to like throw their hat in the ring and say, I wanna throw down about this, I think it sucks. Well, you better have your fucking facts, and this guy doesn't have his facts.
Yeah.
He doesn't know shit.
Oh my god. Well, I think that's it for me. But I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll be obviously on Loki's Tuesday nights on. I was gonna say Loki's Tuesday nights on Tuesday. That doesn't make sense.
7 kinds of mischief.
You completely destroyed my brain, apparently. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's the next time I'll be seeing me. We'll be doing another Saturday stream. Unless something happens to change that, I'll be kind of continuing on for whatever, however long. What do y'all have going? Dun, dun, dun.
Well, you know what I got going. Mornings of Mischief, Monday through Friday.
But pretend
I'll be on Echo Base later tonight.
It's like pretend everyone in my chat isn't a part of your community for just a second. My God, please.
I'll be on Echo Base Network later tonight with Star Wars Theory. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, I saw it on Twitter. Nice.
They're gonna bring me on and let me ask them a couple of questions while they got them on there. So.
All right. Nice. I will be there, most likely. Lurking. Maybe I'll even show up in the chat. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'll probably be lurking a little bit too.
Because that sounds like a hell of a stream right there. Let's see. Will you be joining? I mean, I don't usually actually like go on to Echo Base. I'll be in the chat with everybody. I'll just be chilling in the chat, probably eating some food. Yeah, just watching the show. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing. Let's see. Josh, what do you got going on?
Well, I'm currently in the process of doing a little bit of writing for the first book that I'll be covering. I'll be writing I'm writing the introduction and doing recordings for it.
Script writing. Nice. All right. So, thank you, ? To my panel for enduring this. Thank you, Josh. Another ? For finding this atrocity.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yay. Thank you to my chat for enduring this. Because, good Lord, doing this by myself would have been awful. But having my lovely panel members and my always sassy chat at my side really made this somewhat bearable. But I'm gonna need some. I'm definitely gonna need some water because, good God, my throat's not used to talking for so long. All right, so I will see
longer streams.
I know, but it's been a month. Yes, I'm using the excuse again.
There you go.
It's been a month. I will see y'all tonight on EBM. 7 p.m.
7
CST,
p.m.
right? Okay.
Yep, 7 p.m.
7
Central
p.m.
Standard.
Yep, and then I will actually be on stream on Tuesday. So, bye everyone.
Bye everyone.
Bye.